Hi guys, here's a quick summary of Chapter 9 for you on digital marketing. Digital marketing includes any kind of e-commerce, any kind of internet marketing, and also mobile marketing is included in our digital stuff. It's really anything that's going to leave a digital footprint. So there's a lot of different forms, and obviously this is one of the fastest growing types of marketing and one of the most rapidly changing. Anything that leaves a digital footprint. So these are and as soon as you master one, something else is coming up. So these definitely need to be incorporated into your overall advertising and promotion plans. So this is becoming a bigger and bigger part of the overall advertising and promotion, but this is definitely something that you can't ignore in there. So there's a figure in your book, 9.2, I think, that shows you kind of the evolution of web stuff. And so Web 1.0, when it first started there, it was all the websites were very static, and they were created by the business, and so they were very business centric. It was one-way communication. This is what the business wants you to know, and that's it. And then it shows you kind of what changes took place over Web 2.0 and 3.0, and now we're up to what they call Web 4.0, and some of the characteristics of that are it being all about customer engagement. When it was new, businesses could do that because there wasn't that many choices, but now you have to engage the customer to get them to come in. Also, one of the newer developments is cloud operating systems. So the cloud-based stuff is growing in popularity and usage, and also the fact that now web participation is required. Participation is pretty much required by businesses. I mean, just think about it from your own perspective, how often you go check out the website, or if I go see something, I want to see, it's a new restaurant, I want to see the menu online before I go there. And so everybody has, if nothing else, at least a Facebook presence. And so some form of web presence is almost required for businesses these days. So let's talk about doing business over the web is e-commerce and some strategies there. One of the biggest dangers of it is shopping cart abandonment. So if somebody starts looking, they start shopping, and again, not all businesses sell over the internet. So some people just advertise over the internet. Some people actually sell over the internet. So shopping cart abandonment, some of the common reasons for shopping cart abandonment are hidden charges. So when you were shopping, you thought the price was this, and then when you get to the shopping cart to make the final purchase, you realize there was charges you didn't understand, which brings the overall cost up, and so then they just forget it. Another one is difficulty in checking out. And a lot of times we don't know why people abandon it, but these are some of the more common reasons. And another one is requiring people to register in order to check out. A lot of times people don't like that. I just want to come here once. I don't want to have to register and give you all this personal information just to make a one-time purchase here. Sometimes they encourage people to do that, but if we require it, that's a turn-off for a lot of people. So some suggestions that people have come up with here are to make sure you show all costs up front. Shipping costs or handling costs or any other types of things that make sure you're up front with that. Show all costs up front. There's no surprises when they get to the shopping cart. Also, Try to make the checkout process as easy as possible. Oops, checkout. With no registration. You can certainly encourage them, because then you can say, oh, that'll make it easier next time, we can save your information, but you need to be able to check out as a guest as well. Also, make it easy for them to enter discounts. So if they have promo codes or e-coupons or something like that, make that easy for them to enter, and also make sure they feel safe and secure that they're giving their credit card information, that's going to be, it's safe for them to do that. So the more you can do those things, the more you can kind of eliminate shopping cart abandonment. Okay, we also need, if we're selling online, we need incentives. They refer to it as cyber bait, and that is anything that is any kind of lure or any kind of attraction that is designed to bring people to your website. So you can have financial incentives, so reduced priced, it's cheaper on the web, or I'm having a web sale or something like that. Free shipping is a big one, is a very popular financial incentive. People really like free shipping. Or also e-coupons. Any of those would be financial, and we'll see how this will work in conjunction with some of our online advertising as well. Also, you can lure people to the website with convenience. So, for instance, web shopping is available 24/7. I could do it at 3 in the morning if I want to. Also, I can offer a lot of info on the product, which will help customers, especially if it's a larger purchase and I have to research. So the more product info you can put on there, the better. You can offer you can offer product features or product comparison. So if they're looking at a couple different products, making it easy for them to compare rather than running around town to look at this. And also customer reviews are another thing that they offer. And I don't know about you, but I use those a lot. Like if you go to Amazon and you're thinking about this and then you look at the customer reviews, I think those are very helpful to a lot of people. So that makes it very convenient. Value added. Things that you can offer that customers value that you can't do online. Some personalized service. If you go to Amazon on a regular basis, you check in, they're like, based on your previous purchases, we thought you might be interested in this or this or this. So that would be an example of that. Free information or tips or how-to videos or something like that. And also when you see it, online only merchandise. Sometimes they sell different things in online than they do in the stores. Again, since they don't have the overhead of a store, they can carry a wider product line a lot of times, and so you can have things that are available only online. And then the other thing we need to consider for online shopping is privacy and security issues. Things that customers are concerned about: fear of identity theft. And there's a new one out there now attacking a lot of servers, so that makes people understandably nervous. Fear of being defrauded, so that I make this purchase and they take my money and I never get anything, or it's not what it was supposed to be. That's a fear. If I go to a real store, buy something, I know I'm getting it, but you never know what this could be, some kind of fly-by-night or fake business. And also a fear that the company will sell their info. That's a real concern for a lot of people. So most people disclose their privacy policy, but they have to have faith in that. One piece of advice in here is not to track customers' info without telling them. A lot of people don't mind being tracked as long as they know what kind of information you're going to keep and without telling what you're going to keep and how you're going to use it. so as long as they know what information you're collecting and what you're collecting it for and it's secure, people generally don't mind about that. But it's when they feel like you're kind of spying on them that they don't like. And you walk a fine line here. Like if you look at this personalized service, that's clearly based on your past purchases. Some people like that. Some people feel like you're spying on them. So you have to kind of walk a fine line there. Another type of so again, not everybody sells online, but if you do sell online, that's what we're talking about here with the e-commerce strategies. Another type of digital marketing that's probably the fastest growing is mobile marketing. And so this is marketing on cell phones, especially smartphones. I think they said in there like 40% of people have 43% of people have smartphones now. Within like 2 years, it's supposed to be over 60%. So that creates a lot of opportunity for marketers that they can reach people in ways they could not have reached them 5-10 years ago. So types of things that you see in mobile marketing, display ads, display ads, search ads, like that show up on a search engine, and video ads. And these are all things that would be any kind of online marketing, like on a regular website. So whether you're on your smartphone or you're on a computer, these would be kind of the same, but they can reach it. Some things that are unique to cell phones would be text messages. Again, some people want them, as long as they're selecting who is texting them, which they have to be. It's more personalized, and they like that. Also, one of the biggies is in-app ads. So once like Pandora, for example. If I'm using the Pandora app on my phone and these ads keep popping up, those would be in-app ads. Action codes, and there's a couple different ones of those, but one of the big ones would be like QR readers. You just scan it using the camera on your phone, and it takes you to a website or a video or something like that. Those are becoming much more popular. There's also geo-tracking. If you download an app, let's say I download the Starbucks app, I can have it tell me when I'm near Starbucks. You can kind of use this into with like check-in services. Look, everyone, I'm at a Starbucks. Everyone needs to know I'm at a Starbucks. So those types of things are all part of mobile marketing. You want people to check. We were at the movies this weekend, and it was at Leitersburg, and they were like, okay, the first thing you need to do is pull out your phone and check in at Leitersburg Cinema to let everyone know you're here. Now you need to turn your phone off and put it away. And so they want people to check in, because then that's kind of free marketing for them. So, okay, so another type of digital marketing, and again, these are, you might do all three of these, you might only do one of these. So we talked about e-commerce, we talked about mobile marketing. The other one is just advertising online. And so you can advertise online even if you don't sell things online, and even if you don't do the mobile marketing. This is becoming a bigger and bigger part of the overall marketing budget, of the overall advertising budget, of the overall advertising budget. Businesses are spending more and more money on online advertising because it is highly effective. This is really it works. They can reach people. They can reach a more relevant part of the population. It's very targeted, especially in certain markets. Younger people, tech savvy people, that kind of stuff. So depending on what you're selling, this might be even more effective for you. You can also get a lot of information, so metrics on how effective you are, and you can measure the results almost instantaneously. Measure the results very quickly. Some things that they look at are dwell rates and dwell time. How many people clicked over to this? How long they spend at my site or looking at my ad or my video, and so you can get some really good metrics, and you can get them very quickly with online advertising. Types of online advertising. Banner ads are a big one. If you go to I don't know, the Herald Mail website, you'll see advertisements all around the top and the side and those kinds of things, and that's a banner ad. In the banner ads, you can also put widgets, which are little things that'll link you over to something else, so that it's a something that generates an action that's within the banner ads. There's also online classified. There are video ads, which again work nicely with the mobile marketing. Another big one here is search engine optimization, and this is really becoming huge. Search engine optimization, or SEO is what they call it. 50% of online advertising, of the online advertising budget, is spent right here in search engine optimization, and that's because I found this one very interesting. 80% of web traffic begins at a search engine. So, this is Google, and so search engine optimization is when somebody goes to Google something or Bing something, my company is the one that comes up. Begins at a search engine. So if 80% of it starts there, you want to make sure your name is coming up in there. The three different methods of search engine optimization are paid search insertion, which means I pay Google so that when somebody searches on certain keywords, mine comes up first. Another one is what they call natural emergence, which means I study Google, or I study Bing and the algorithms that they use, and I make sure that I put the key things in my website that's going to make it just naturally. So I don't pay them to do it, but I study their algorithms and I put the right words on my website to make sure it comes up when somebody searches that. And the other one is paid search ads. And so I'm sure you've noticed on Google or something, you search something, and besides just being the search results, then there's ads. And it'll say sponsored ad for here, but there's also ads that come up the side. And so they found those are very effective. Even when people don't go click on that, just it brings the brand name to the forefront. So those are also very effective. So those are three different ways to increase your search engine optimization, which is becoming critically important. And then just some other forms of digital marketing. You can do online social networks like Facebook, Twitter. So having a presence on those it's a fairly inexpensive way to get your name out there and build the brand. Blogs. You can have individuals who have blogs, and you can have company-sponsored blogs. You can advertise on people's blogs. If you've got a very popular blogger, advertising on their website helps you. It lends some credibility to your advertisement as well, because they feel like if this blogger is well thought of, and you're advertising on their site, it kind of lends you some credibility, so that's good. Customer-generated reviews, there's lots of websites like that, and some of those, again, carry a lot of clout. Email, obviously, there's a ton of email advertising. That's a lot of times used in conjunction with some of the other stuff. So I send you an email that highlights a financial incentive that I have to get you to come to my website and do some shopping. And another important one here is viral marketing. And this is kind of digital word of mouth is kind of another way to say that. So I create a really funny ad and I have it on YouTube, and I don't have to pay to have it on YouTube, but what I want is for everybody to share this. And so I want you to see it and post it on your Facebook site or email it to your friends saying, oh, you have to see this ad. And so I'm not paying for everyone to see that, but that's still getting spread around. And so if you can do that, that's very, very effective, because again, it's cheap for you. So and lots of people are seeing your ad. So that's another good way to do it. Okay, so that's chapter 9.